Hello, everybody. I'm just going to jump in here and do a quick live today because I am actually in the middle of a conference this week. But I just wanted to check in to see if this sounds like you, because it sounds to me like a lot of you. You're working 60 hours a week in a full-time job, looking after elderly parents that you have to look in on. Your children aren't helping you much either, as they're expecting you to pick up after them. You have zero time for yourself, let alone dating. How many of you does this sound familiar to? You know, you're working endless hours. You're popping in to look after elderly parents. Your kids are just walking all over you like a doormat. You have no time. How on earth can you have time for dating? You know, and you fear that you'll only ever be able to start thinking about dating again, let alone go through all the frogs that you might need to go through until you find the love of your life when it's too late. Many of you say to me, it's too late for me. My life is just so busy. How am I going to get time for that? And you know that you need help to balance your life out. But that just sounds like too much hard work. And besides, you simply don't have enough time. So sorting your life out, you don't have time for. So that's got to give. And you just keep on this hamster wheel that just goes round and round and round. Haven't got time to sort my life out. Therefore, I'll keep running myself ragged into the ground. I don't have time for dating, so I've given up. It's too late for me. How does that sound? I mean, wow, it sounds exhausting to me. And you should be exhausted. I'm shattered for you being on that hamster wheel of your life. You know, you're putting everyone else's needs before and above your own, and yours last. Even your children are starting to treat you like a bit of a doormat. And you have 0 hours at the end of the day, and now you're even afraid that your health is starting to suffer. And you secretly wonder, does anyone else feel this way? Trust me, they do. There's a lot of you that feel that way. And I'd like to ask you this. Where are you in all of this? Where are you in all of this? You know, here's the bottom line. If you don't put your needs first as a priority over everything and everybody else, if you have to deal with everyone else's problems to the point that you can barely manage your own, then this is what is going to happen. You're going to burn out. You'll get no thanks for it. You'll start to feel resentful and wonder if anyone even cares about you and your needs. You'll realize too late that your efforts may be in vain, and in fact, you're the one who's left the wreck. How many of you feel that way? Probably already. And you'll also start to veer so far away from yourself that you don't even know who you are anymore. And worse, you'll keep enabling this to happen because you'll keep giving everybody the impression that you're always the strong one, that you're always going to take responsibility for everything and for them, for picking up after everybody, helping them with money, helping to solve their problems, helping to fix everything. So everyone will just continue as a result to walk all over you. And worse, you'll end up alone with your cats because you'll never find time for love. How can you when you've got all that weight of life on your shoulders? But it doesn't have to be this way. That's the good news. Well, most women who have come from a lifetime of repeating toxic relationships struggle to stay strong and have a habit of looking after everybody else around them and putting their needs above and the expense of their own. And they keep doing that over and over and over again in every aspect of their life, not just relationships. So even when they leave and break this pattern, they're still doing it with family, colleagues, friends. A handful of really savvy women are quietly saying to themselves, you know what, enough is enough. And taking the simpler, far less exhausting approach, because there is a less exhausting way, much simpler way than living the rest of your life like this. Who wants to? It's exhausting. And that is to focus on themselves and their needs first, above and beyond anyone else, putting you as priority number one. Letting go of taking on everything and trying to look after or save everyone else around you, and finally find stillness and time for themselves without feeling guilty, or doing so for finding that stillness and letting go of all those people you're trying to save, saving the world, without feeling that you've failed. So, these smart women are focusing on their own needs first, above everybody else, letting go of taking on the world and trying to save and fix and rescue and look after everybody without feeling guilty about it or that they have failed. And at the same time, they're setting really clear, strong boundaries that tell the world how they wish to be treated instead, so that they're never treated like a doormat ever again. And are now finding time to start doing nice things for themselves, such as, yes, dating again. Dating again. Can you imagine? How good would that be? Now, if this sounds like you and you haven't seen my free masterclass, this is what those smart women did. They watched my masterclass, because my masterclass is called How to Recover from Toxic Relationships, Fall Back in Love with Your Life, and Never Settle for Less Than You Deserve Again. And if what I've just been talking about sounds like you, then I really urge you to watch it, because in it, I reveal the 5 simple mind shifts that these smart women that I'm talking about have made that you probably haven't. That has absolutely transformed their lives and will be life-changing for you as well. So sign up for my webinar, How to Recover from Toxic Relationships, Fall Back in Love with Your Life, and Never Settle for Less Than You Deserve Again. I've put the link in the description below, and I noticed that, so check that out in the description below or above if you're in my Facebook live group. And I noticed that, Yvonne, you're saying you are never dating again. Why is that? You do not want to give up and end up alone with your cats. I don't want you saying, it's too late for me. There's only narcissists in the world. You just have to find the time to sort your life out, to get help and support, to break these patterns, to stop martyring yourself and looking after everybody else besides yourself. You see, you've got it the wrong way round. If you've put that as a last priority, but deep down you probably do want to find healthy, lasting love. That's all of us desire that. If you've given up on that dream, then chances are that you are putting everybody else above yourself. It's driving you into the ground. You're burning out. You're losing faith, because the more you're trying to fix and look after everybody else, the more nobody seems to care that you are. And in fact, they're walking on you like a doormat. So that's making you think, well, how can I trust anybody else again? And you go into this cycle, but you need to go the other way at it. You need to put you first, your healing, time to find the right mentor to support you, to absolutely heal. Find out why it is that you do that. And therefore make yourself very vulnerable to men who want a woman like that, who puts their needs last, so they can manipulate and control them, because they know that you're the type of person who puts your needs at the bottom below everybody else's. Guess who you're going to attract? Somebody who absolutely wants a doormat to walk all over. So I really urge you, if this is you, that you're exhausted, you're under the weight of putting everybody else first, you are tired of being strong for everybody else all the time. Now is the time to put you first. And I urge you to watch my webinar, How to Recover from Toxic Relationships, Fall Back in Love with Your Life, and Never Settle for Anything Less Than You Deserve Again. Look for the link in the description below or above if you're in my Facebook group, and I'll see you again in my next video. Bye for now.